this content is for kids.
It's not for kids.
Isn't that what I said?
No, it's not for kids. If you are 13 years or younger, this is not for you. Do I have to kill somebody in order to actually make that point across?
No, man, you don't have to kill no one.
Wait a second.
Oh, no.
We return to our planet. The High Court may well sentence you to torture.
He likes movies. We like movies. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. I'd buy that for $1.
Well, greetings. You're watching SeptumSin versus the world. I'm SeptumSin, and we are on part 7 of our Rate My Collection series. My goodness, we are working our way through BL this time. Over 80 items in the BL category. It's amazing. We're going to get through this. So, as per usual, these are my opinions, and my opinions only. So try not to take offense at that. I do my best to just try and, throw it out there. But I'm also curious about your opinions. So these are the ratings I put on my collection. So I've got priority, which means I think they're the best of the best. They're some of my favorites. They're ones that should belong in a collection, but also that I really, really, really like. Yes, please. I consider them very good or essential to any collection, which means I could say that it's a crap film. American Beauty was one that got into this ranking. It's one of my least favorite films of all time, but I respect it was put together. Its Oscar history shows its prowess. I just don't like the film, but I consider it an essential. Curious? It's okay, or it's good in that ranking. So, it's a film that I don't mind. I'm kind of neutral-ish too, but I'm not, but I land on the upper side of neutral, or I like it. I generally like the film, or series. There are a lot of them that come into this category. Then there's meh, which is the low version of okay to neutral, like I have no feeling for this whatsoever, or I don't like it. And those films tend to be eventually thinned. Some of them might even have been thinned from the collection, but still have a picture sitting there. Just like I've got some that are in my collection that don't have a picture representing it. So some of these are not. So if you see I'm missing something, I might actually still have it in my collection. I just might not have gotten a picture. Then there is Unknown. I haven't watched it yet, so I really need to give it a good shake. So let's go and start with Blackadder. Right up there with a priority. One of the best Rowan Atkinson's his roles of all time. Blackadder is a hilarious historical comedy. It's witty, it's fun, it's enjoyable, top tier. Black Blood Brothers. It is a decently good anime. I feel like it's, especially during this time of year, the Halloweeny time, I think that it's one that is overlooked by a lot. But it's a fairly decent vampire action anime. It really is. Black Books. Black Books is very good. It's very enjoyable. Hard to get because it's out of print. But if you can, and you like British humor, you'll like Black Books. The Black Butler stuff. Let's just move them all around the same. The only one I'll put out is Season 2. Season 2 of Black Butler is kinda meh. But I liked it better than some things. I thought it was okay. I don't hate on it like a lot of people. I just didn't think it was the same tier, and you'll see why. I put all the other stuff, the movies, the Book of Circus and Book of Murder, all in this category. It is an amazing series. It is very well done, very well animated, great music, great everything. It's just a great series. Black Cat, right up there, very good, very well done. Love the characters, love the series about an assassin. It's just, you know, fun as an anime. The Black Cauldron, haven't seen it yet. I know. Black Christmas. I would consider this in the good category. It's not in one that I consider very good, but I also would consider it in the essentials. It is one of the very first real slasher films and is actually credited as the first modern slasher film. We owe a lot to this film, so this is why it's in this category, even though I found the pacing was kind of slow. Still, fairly good film. We're going to be up into the other one soon enough. The Black Dahlia, again, one I consider a fairly essential film, but not one I consider a great film. Still done well. Black Dynamite, well deserving of it. It's just fun. It kind of pokes fun at the blaxploitation films of the era. It's one that should have gotten more love than it did. Black Hawk Down, again, it's one I consider an essential. It's well done, and I liked it. I wouldn't say I liked it, but I did like it. The Black Hole, I saw it as a kid. I need to re-see it because I can't remember enough of it. Black House, haven't seen it. Black Klansman, it's in that category. I'm going to put it here, just barely. It's almost into here. Extremely good. Probably one of the best Spike Lee films I have seen. I think it's Jordan Peele's work with it that catapults it beyond a lot of the others. Very well done about this. You know, Black Guy joins the Klan as an officer to investigate it and infiltrate. It's just, as I said, it's a really good, solid movie. There are some political bents and leanings, so if you have certain political leanings, I have people who watch this channel of all political leanings. If you know Spike Lee, you'll know whether you want to watch this or not. Because he does not keep his political leanings shut. So, alright. Black Lagoon, another amazing series, really well done, and Roberta's Blood Trail's right up there with it. Black Lightning, haven't seen it yet. But, you know, Arrowverse. Black Mass, I've heard it's really good. Black Narcissus, I've heard it's really good. Black Orpheus, I've heard it's really good. Black Panther. Alright, people are probably going to hate me for not putting it as priority. My wife probably as well. But I will put it as yes, please. I think it's important because of what it is and what it does. And it is a good, solid film. And God bless the main actor of this film. May he rest in peace. I did not feel like it was the best Marvel movie, though. It was really good. It upheld high standards. It was in the good tier, but I didn't think it was in the greatest tier. It was a good film overall. Black Rat, haven't seen it. Black Sheep, I don't usually like movies that do what they did as far as weird were-sheep stuff. That kind of disturbed me, which kind of keeps it from this tier, but it is an excellent horror comedy. It really is. It's just exquisite and should be watched. Black Swan, hard to watch film, but really good. Black Water, it was okay. The crocodile thing. Black Xmas, I like this one. I'm even willing to put it into the very good because I can watch this a lot. And I don't think it's as important as this one, but I love the pacing. The pacing, for modern horror fans, this one is a better film than this one. But for classic horror fans, I would say this one would be a better film than this one. But I think they're both good films, both solid films. This one is more important, but this one should not be overlooked if you like modern horror. Alright, I got Black Klansman in here twice, but I don't own it twice. So. Alright, so Blackmail, decent enough Alfred Hitchcock film. Blade, decent enough anime adaptation of Blade when they were doing a whole bunch of anime adaptations of Marvel stuff. I have not seen the Blade series, nor have I seen the movie spin-off of that series. Blade 2, excellent. Blade, excellent. Blade Trinity, guilty pleasure. Blade Runner 2045, haven't seen it yet. Blade Runner. I'm putting it here. I consider it good. I don't consider it great because I get bored by it at times. Very slow film. But it is an essential film because of what it means to sci-fi and the genre at large. Blair Witch Project. So we've got several Blair Witch projects. We've got the remake, we've got the sequel, and we've got the original. The sequel was an okay film. It's better than what a lot of people go on. It has a very rabid fan base. It's better than what they did. Is when the people who made the original kind of decided we're going to do a real movie, and that was what they came up with. The Blair Witch Project is an essential. I do not consider it great. I do not love the film, but I do feel it's a good film. It's extremely important to the found footage genre and does belong in the collection. Remake was okay. I'd say it was on par with the sequel here. Alright, so the Red, White, and Blue, the Three Colors trilogy, which will have two of them here, blue and white. They're essential films. They're very well done. They're very good. I don't consider them perfect, but they are extremely good. Blank Man, guilty pleasure, fun film. I think most of the Wayans films that I like are guilty pleasures. Let's see here. Blazing Saddles, an essential film. It doesn't necessarily hold up as well these days as it does in the old days, but an essential Mel Brooks film. It's weird. I love Mel Brooks, but a lot of the works that people love him the most for, I feel are strong films, but not my favorites. And my favorites are probably not the ones he's most loved for. Alright, Bleach, Memories of Nobody. I felt like this was a very strong Bleach film. Probably in the higher good range. Diamond Dust was in the good range. I think the Hell one is... basically, yeah, Paint Black and the Hell one, they're kind of like in that middle there. Bleach as a series I consider good. I know people are probably going to be like, what the heck? I don't consider it essential, though. Not in the way I would consider Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z as essential shonen. Out of that generation, the big three would be... Out of this generation, I'd say the big three would be Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece. And even though I don't like One Piece like others, I would consider Naruto and One Piece to be more essential than Bleach. I think Bleach is the least of the three. It went on way too long. If it had stopped at the first arc, or had gone ahead and moved forward maybe one more arc, I probably would have rated that higher. Blind Menace. For fans of Zatoichi, this is an essential to have. But for everybody else, it's okay. Don't expect a Zatoichi from this. He plays a bad guy in this one, and he is a very bad guy. The Blind Side is an essential because it's an award winner. It's right up there with... I like it as much as I liked her other film, What About Steve? Not What About Steve. All About Steve, which got her Worst Actress. it's pandering. It's one of those Oscar films that for the time I can see it being a great racial film, but it feels more condescending these days. There's great white hero ones. That's why Green Book aggravates me as much as it does for Winning. But I still need to see it, so I can't really judge it as big. Okay, the Blob remake. I think it's a really good and strong horror film. It provokes visceral reactions, which it should. It takes the source material and it works it into a new light. Now, the original Blob, I actually consider a essential. I liked the original Blob. They did some amazing stuff with it. The theme song is campy, but really and truly, this one, they did some amazing stuff. It's an amazing horror film. Alright, Blood and Chocolate was good. It was an enjoyable enough, I think, vampire movie. I don't like Bloodsea. Actually, that's the movie. Last Dark. Movie was okay. It allowed for me to want to keep Bloodsea, which the only reason really why I kept Bloodsea is because it's a Clamp project, and I like Clamp overall, and I want to keep their works. But really, I didn't like Bloodsea. And the movie kind of made it okay. Blood Diamond was a good and solid DiCaprio film. So let me see which that one is. Blood Dolls, Unknown Commodity. Blood Feast, Unknown Commodity. Blood on the Highway, amusing vampire film. Blood on the Sun, Unknown Commodity. Blood Simple, good film. Need to see it again to see if I consider it as essential like others. I was not super impressed by it, but I felt like it was good overall. Blood the Last Vampire, I consider this more of an essential because it is well done. It's a good vampire horror, and it is an essential anime as far as like historical. The live action movie, I enjoyed it, but I didn't love it. Blood Plus has grown on me a lot, so I would consider it in the good, almost very good category. Worlds above this. Blood Rain 2 is terrible. It's terrible. There's no way around it. I keep it because it's so terrible. I keep it the same reason why I keep Disaster Movie, is because it's so bad. Not so bad it's good. It's just so bad that it just something that bad. I guess could almost be up in there, but it just no, terrible. I wouldn't recommend anybody else to have it in their collection. I have been kind of fearful of the third film, so I haven't watched it. Blood Rain, the original one, was okay. It was okay. Bloodshot Unknown. Bloodsport, very good. Amazing martial arts film. I hope it gets chosen for the Martial Arts Month for Inside Movies Galore. It's a very fun film. Bloodsuckers. Was it Bloodsuckers from Outer Space? Yes. Haven't seen it, but looks entertaining. Bloody Murder. Haven't seen it. Looks entertaining. Bloody Nun. Haven't seen it. Looks entertaining. Blow. Right up there. Amazing film. I didn't realize Paul Reubens was in it, and he did a great job. It just shows how good an actor he really is. This is a great film. It's well worth your time. Dokuro-chan. Guilty Pleasure. Because it's very disturbing, but it's such a fun, disturbing film. Series. Blue Crush 2. Meh. Blue Crush was okay. They're kind of on that line about girls who like surfing. Blue Drop, Unknown Commodity. Blue Gender, Unknown Commodity. Blue Gender Movie, Unknown Commodity. The Family Guy Star Wars movies were okay. They were decent. Blue Jasmine. Very good film. Oscar winner, well acted, well done. You kind of have to get around the whole, it's a Woody Allen film thing, but it is really well done. It's worth watching. The Blue Planet. Up here for multiple reasons. One, that one in the second season, which I haven't got illustrated here, which, by the way, second season is, this is one reason to get an HD TV and Blu-ray, whereas the sequel is one reason to get a 4K TV and 4K, because the visuals are spectacular. The message is a great one and a necessary one that most need to hear. Unless you hate environmentalist type stuff, then stay away from it. Blue Seed. It was a good anime, solid action anime. I need to watch it again. Blue Velvet. Another essential. It's not an easy one to watch, but amazing performances, really well done. Almost right up there. I went ahead and got the Criterion because I felt like it was good. The original Blues Brothers film, no. One of the best films out there. Really good film. Classic. Need to watch. Well, that's part 7. I hope you've enjoyed this. Of course, click that like button. And, of course, if you really enjoy our channel, subscribe for more content. We are a regular content pusher-outer. We have content every week. And, of course, share. Sharing helps me get more subscribers. I really want more subscribers. It would be great. If I can get more subscribers or even get to the point where I get paid for this, which is very unlikely. But if I ever got to that level, then I could do more. I could definitely do more. With that being said, I hope you've enjoyed this, and we'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.